She knew the rules and she died by them.
Her friends discovered a diary she kept, detailing her conversations with detectives.
She knew that she was in danger. We had given her information that she herself had been green-lighted.
God, then your mother, then your gang. You live for God, you live for your mother, you die for your gang.
You say she was a happy girl, but you're convicted of killing her.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. As you can see, it's a whole new day. And so this is part 2 of the Brenda Pauls story. So Brenda was killed in July of 2003. Now, in May of 2005, 4 gang members were actually arrested and charged with her murder. And I'm really disturbed about this, y'all. What happened during that trial? And allegedly it lasted 1 month long, and 2 members were acquitted, and then 2 gang members were found guilty. Oscar Grande and Ismael Cisneros were both found guilty on all 5 counts, which included murder, conspiracy, and retaliating against an informant. Dennis Rivera, who was the alleged mastermind and who was the one who allegedly ordered this hit, he was acquitted. Oscar Garcia was also acquitted. Now, in the case of Dennis Rivera, prosecutors had audio tapes of phone calls that Rivera had made while he was in prison, where he was talking to other gang members and he was talking about killing Brenda Pauls. So I'm not understanding how he didn't get found guilty. In the case of the other young man, who was Oscar Garcia, he was also found acquitted. Now, in his case, he actually tried to play the innocent victim role. And what he basically said was that, yes, he was there. He was, in the car. He went to go pick Brenda up. He was one of the people that went to pick her up. And he took her to the river with the 2 or 3 other gang members. But he tries to say that he didn't know that they were going to kill Brenda. And when he saw that Brenda was being attacked, he ran away.
I was facing the river, I was watching. I was enjoying the view. It was summertime. It was nice. And they was behind me, fixing the fishing pole. And I turned my face. I see for a couple seconds that she was get stabbing. And I freak out and I run away.
But I want to be clear. Did you see her being stabbed?
Yes.
Now, I don't believe that for a second, y'all. I think that's a load of baloney. And I'm going to tell you why. Before Brenda was even killed, MS-13 gathered in a hotel room and they had a meeting and they took it to a vote, and the vote was unanimous. They voted to green light this young lady. There is no way that you are an active gang member in this vicious gang, this gang that hunts people down and kills people and shoots people in broad daylight, and you expect us to believe that you were just an innocent bystander and you didn't know what was going to happen. So Oscar Grande and Ismael Cisneros were both found guilty and they were sentenced to life in prison.
Cisneros has a long time to tell his tale.
What was Brenda Pauls like?
She was a happy girl, a good friend, someone who cared for others, and she was trying to change her life.
You say she was a happy girl, but you're convicted of killing her.
When you join the world of gangs, it's almost as if a curtain was placed over your eyes and you begin to live in darkness. And then there are only 3 roads open to you: to hospital, to jail, or to death.
But again, going back to this guy, Garcia, I don't believe that he was just an innocent bystander. Prosecutors alleged that he actually held Brenda down and he had a rope around her neck while she was being stabbed and attacked. And I believe that. Now, even though him and Rivera were acquitted, Rivera is still going to be in prison for life on another murder charge. Now, there are some things I really want to discuss with y'all about this case, y'all. Really, really quickly. I feel like so many people failed this young lady. The U.S. Marshals who were in charge of supervising her and making sure that she was safe, they basically dropped the ball in this case. There was a report early on in this case where a psychiatrist had actually examined and interviewed Brenda, and this psychiatrist concluded that they felt like Brenda needed constant supervision. Okay, and so the U.S. Marshals were aware of this report, and instead of them supervising Brenda, they put her into witness protection, and they threw her into these hotels, and then they kind of like left her there. They came periodically, they came to check on her, and they gave her money. She was given an allowance. She was given enough money to live on and to survive on. But at the end of the day, the U.S. Marshals should have been watching her 24/7. Okay, a big part of the reason why Brenda went back to this gang is because she was lonely. She felt lonely and she felt isolated. So maybe if one of these U.S. Marshals had been there protecting her and supervising her, she wouldn't have felt so alone. Another reason why I feel like the U.S. Marshals should have been supervising her is because we know that she was in a very dangerous situation. The U.S. Marshals who were handling her case knew. Now, my condolences go out to Brenda Pauls and to the family of Brenda Pauls. I have not really been able to find too much information on Brenda's parents or her family. I do know that her father was a former member of MS-13 himself, that she was thinking about leaving the witness protection program. I'm not sure how much law enforcement really did to talk her out of that, but who really knows what sort of preventive measures, if any, that the U.S. Marshals actually put into place. We have to remember that Brenda was a minor. She was only 17 years old. They threw a 17-year-old girl into the witness protection program and they left her there with barely any supervision. And I feel like had they been more involved, Brenda would not have left. She would not have called her gang friends. So I feel like a lot of people failed Brenda. Now, did Brenda have her own mind? Did she make her own choices? Absolutely. Absolutely she did. But again, she was only 17 years old. She was a young lady who was in need of a lot of guidance and she needed support. And those U.S. Marshals were not in the position to offer her that. I was trying to look for pictures of the parents or perhaps interviews that they may have done where they spoke out about their daughter's killing, but I have been unable to find any. Y'all, please make sure to stay tuned. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel to help support my YouTube channel to grow. This has been a very interesting case. It's been very disturbing for me to actually talk about this case, but I think cases like this need to be highlighted and they need to be elevated. And these are conversations that we must have. Okay, I'm going to see y'all again real soon. If you have not subscribed, make sure that you do. Also, make sure that you follow me on TikTok if you don't already. And with that being said, I'll see y'all later.